In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can find more clients for your social media marketing agency using LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And using LinkedIn Sales Navigator is a great option for you if you're just starting out and want to do organic outreach to get your first 3 to 5 clients. And if you're new here, my name is Max. I run an SMMA, a super niche marketing agency. And on this channel, we explore how to start, run, and grow a successful marketing agency that helps us produce great results for our clients, but also helps us as the entrepreneur to achieve financial time location freedom. But without further ado, let's just dive right into my computer and let's get started with this video. Okay, so we're inside of my computer right now and I prepared a short presentation for you, and I'm going to go over this presentation, and I'm also going to dig into actually how to do it step by step later in the video. But it's very important that you're following along in the entire video and listen to what I have to say in this presentation as well. So let's dig into it. So here's what I'm going to cover in this video. First of all, platform and messaging, LinkedIn, the step-by-step process, and then a summary. And if you watched our video on how to do Google outreach and how to use Google, this one is going to be pretty much a similar format in the actual presentation, but obviously the content inside of the presentation is different. So let's start off with the platform versus messaging. And this is pretty similar to the Google video, but the platform is basically the platform you use for organic outreach, right? So I just want to make sure that you understand it. It could either be, for example, LinkedIn, Facebook, Google, Instagram, or whatever that might be, right? And messaging, it's basically the words that you use when you reach out to potential prospect or to potential client. In other words, the pitch or what you actually say to them. And the messaging is super important. So that's why I'm going to cover this more in this video as well. So platform versus messaging. So basically all platforms out there, all social media platforms basically have unlimited potential. They have millions of people on them, and chances are that pretty much everybody in your niche are actually on a social media marketing platform. So when you start to reach out to people, don't think that it's something wrong with the platform. There's never anything wrong with the platform, because the platform is just people within your niche, right? So if it doesn't work, don't blame the platform, but blame your messaging. The messaging is the most important thing. And that's what I talk about pretty much all the time on this channel, why you should have an SMMA, a super niche marketing agency. You don't want to be a generalist, you want to be a specialist, because when you are a specialist and you only have one specific service that you sell to a very specific niche, it's going to be a lot easier for you to actually craft a good message that resonates with your marketing, get their attention. And that's pretty much the only thing we're trying to do now initially when we reach out to people. We're trying to grab their attention, pique their interest, and get them on a call so that we can start the sales process essentially. And quality over quantity. When you do organic outreach, it requires personalization. You can't just do one templated message and just blast that out to thousands of people and expect that everybody's going to respond to you. Instead, what I recommend that you do is that you send a lower quantity but a higher quality message. And how you do a higher quality message is basically by utilizing personalization. So when you send out the message, you can say, for example, hey, first name of the prospect, then you have a personalized paragraph, and then you have a short pitch about what you do. So quality over quantity when you do organic outreach. But don't misunderstand me. You have to do quantity as well. So what I mean by organic versus paid ads is this. So when you run paid advertising, if you have a 1% click-through rate, that is pretty good performance of an ad. So 100 people see your ad, 1 person is going to click on it. Then you drive that traffic to a landing page, and on the landing page, if you're doing good, you're having like 10 or 20 or maybe even 30% conversion rate on that landing page. And then those amount of people who are going to book a call is going to be even fewer people, right? So my point here is organic and paid advertising is pretty much the same, right? You're getting a message in front of a specific person in your niche. When you do paid, that happens automatically, and you're being shown to thousands and thousands of people every single day. And only 1 out of 100 normally clicks on your ad. When you do organic outreach, keep that in mind. If you've sent 50 messages and nobody had responded to you, if you were running paid ads, that would be completely normal, right? So that's why it's so important as well that when you do organic outreach, you want to put a lot of time and emphasis on the personalization, because that's the advantage you have when you do organic versus paid, that you can actually personalize the message to that specific person that you reach out to. So again, quality over quantity when you do organic outreach. And a pro tip here as well is to always use a personalized first line in your actual organic outreach message, what I just talked about. But you can also use a tool called Loom. So let's open up that website. It's a really cool tool that you can use to send custom videos to people. So it's loom.com, Loom.com. It's 100% free to use. I'm not affiliated with them or anything, but I basically use Loom for everything, every single day in my business. So I use it to send to people prior to our sales calls, after our sales calls, to current customers. When I email people, instead of sending a long email, I can just record a Loom video and send it right away. And basically the problem that Loom solves is that instead of recording a video on your computer, then uploading it to the YouTube and then sending them a link, you can basically just click up here once you've downloaded Loom Loom. You press start record. Once you're done, you stop the recording, and within like 3 seconds, the video is uploaded to Loom. You get a link, you can send the link away. And as you can see here, you can record your screen, and you can also record your face simultaneously and the audio, obviously. So it's an awesome tool, can highly recommend, especially when you do organic outreach. So let's continue. So now let's continue to the LinkedIn Sales Navigator and the step-by-step process that I recommend that you use. And right now in our business, we mostly only do paid advertising to bring in new leads and sales calls to our business, but we did LinkedIn not that long ago, and the process is pretty much still the same, or it is the same. So let's dig into it. LinkedIn, the step-by-step process. So the first thing you want to do before you start to do any type of organic outreach on the LinkedIn Sales Navigator platform, and I'm going to go over what the Sales Navigator is here in just a second, but this is the most important thing. If you're going to take anything from this video, it's this, and that is that you need to prepare your messaging. You don't want to do a boring templated messaging that you found when you did a Google search, but you want to make this a really good messaging that speaks to your target market essentially. And this is why you need to have an SMMA, a super niche marketing agency, because you want to have a really good messaging or a pitch about what you do that piques the interest of the person that you're talking to. So in our case, for example, we help residential roofing and solar contractors, and our pitch is this. So I help US-based residential roofing and solar companies currently turning over at least $1 million plus per year in revenue. And I could also add there what type of service that we do. We help them to generate leads with Facebook ads, right? If I reach out to a roofing business owner who want more leads, and I run an agency only helping roofing and solar businesses to generate leads with Facebook and Instagram ads, right? And I'm only helping businesses who are already making at least $1 million per year. That is going to be a lot more interesting to that business owner, to that roofing business owner, versus if I'm saying, hi, my name is Max, I help business owners with Facebook ads. You know, it doesn't even compare. So it's very important that you prepare your messaging. And the way you should structure your messaging, again, is just hi, first name. So hi, John, for example. Then you do your SMMA line right here. I help this specific business with this specific problem and with this specific service, right? Pretty much what I have on the screen right here. And also before that, by the way, you should have a personalized line. So, hi John, just checked out your website, awesome design with the green details. Or I just checked out your Instagram, awesome, you look like you had an awesome time on the NHL game last weekend, or something like that, right? A personalized line to that specific person, because that is definitely going to grab their attention, because now he knows that you have actually studied him specifically, right? And then you do your quick pitch, and if you can include a Loom video here as well, it's even better, right? The next thing you want to do is to adjust your profile. I'm going to go over this here in just a second and show you some examples as well. But you want to adjust your profile on LinkedIn so that it speaks to your specific niche. And this is why, again, why it's so important to have an SMMA, a super niche marketing agency. Then you basically just want to use the LinkedIn Sales Navigator. It's an awesome tool to find leads and reach out to people. I'm going to show you that within here a second. So you basically just identify business owners within your niche or market using the Sales Navigator, and it costs about $80 per month. So yeah, it's a super cheap tool for the value that you get. So if you're selling an SMMA service and you're selling it for $2,000 per month, you're gonna make your money back super quick if you invest money into Sales Navigator, essentially, right? It's a no-brainer. And also what you should do when you do LinkedIn organic outreach is that you still want to use cross-platform outreach, right? So you want to reach out to people cross-platform. So when you find a business owner on LinkedIn who runs a roofing business or a dental business or whatever that might be that you target, you want to not only reach out to him on LinkedIn, but see if you can find his email, his phone number, his Facebook, his Instagram, maybe he even has a TikTok. Identify all of his social media profiles and reach out to him cross-platform. Like his posts on LinkedIn, like his posts on Instagram, like his posts on Facebook, so that you appear pretty much everywhere, right? That's also something that you can do to go the extra mile, to actually show this person that you've actually researched him specifically before you reach out to him. So remember, personalization is very important. And then the final thing, some tools that you can use. When you reach out to people and you do cross-platform outreach, I recommend that you use a branded email like the Google Workspace, for example. You can use an email finder like hunter.io, and I highly recommend that you do video pitch as well using Loom. So if you want to check that out, you can just Google Workspace, how to set up an email. I might do a video about that later. And if you want to find emails on businesses' websites, you can use tools like hunter.io. But the thing is that LinkedIn actually helps us a lot with this as well. But without further ado now, let's just dive into LinkedIn and let's talk more about this specifically. So we're in LinkedIn here right now. So let's talk about the specific profile here first. So what you can see here on my profile, I'm not using LinkedIn right now to actively do organic outreach to businesses, but it's still pretty straightforward what I do. So I have the banner with our website. website, I have an image of myself, and then in the description right here, it says founder homeservice.co roofing advertising. So it's pretty clear that I help roofers with advertising essentially, right? I have the website link right here, but I could also use a slogan here, for example, I help residential roofing and solar contractors with Facebook advertising, or I help residential roofing and solar contractors making at least $1 million per year with Facebook advertising. Just make it clear who you help. And again, this goes back to SMMA. Make sure that you're a specialist, not a generalist. Then, here about section, you can just have some text here. It's not super important, but it's always nice to have a featured link here. So this link goes to our website. So if they want to check out your website, they can go here and do that, right? The most important thing, just have a serious profile image, have a banner as well. If you have a website, I can highly recommend just to throw in your website there as well. And make sure that in your description here, that it's clear who you actually help. So that's pretty much it. And then if you see here in the top right corner, it says Sales Navigator, and I've already paid for it. Obviously, if you haven't paid for Sales Navigator yet, you should have a button right here to click and be able to sign up to Sales Navigator. But okay, so here is the tool. So if we dive into Sales Navigator, the main thing you can do here within Sales Navigator is basically to search for different people on the LinkedIn platform using different parameters. So if you click here on lead filters, this page basically pops up. So let's say right now that I'm going to do some organic outreach and I want to identify roofing business owners that I'm not currently connected with, and I want to send friend requests to them and start a conversation. Basically do organic outreach, right? So the different parameters that I normally use is, first of all, here under current company, this is basically, I can write a name here. And since I'm reaching out to roofers, normally they have roofing in their business name. So as you can see here, if I just write here roofing under current company, you're going to see a ton of people show up where here's the company name, right? So it says Adderhold Roofing and Construction, VNC Roofing LLC, Paratex Roofing and Construction. So I'm getting a ton of people who work in businesses that has roofing in their business name. I can also go in here and put solar, for example, and let's see if I put solar. Yes, then you will see that again, businesses here as well. Founder and president, Onyx Solar Energy, owner and president, Beacon Solar, and so forth, right? So that's great. So I highly recommend under current company to just put in a keyword if that is applicable to your niche, essentially, right? Then what I also like to do is to go under seniority level right here, and I like to only target owners. So I'm only going to do the owner. And if you can reach out to other seniority levels, you can obviously do that. Then connection, let's see here. So when you do outreach and try to do friend requests to people on LinkedIn, you mostly want to reach out to second degree connections. Basically what that means is that you and everybody that I see on the screen here, we have at least one LinkedIn contact in common on LinkedIn. And the reason why you want to reach out to second degree connections over third degree connections is because if you're sending too many third degree connections and they reject the invitation, you can get like flagged and you can't send more requests or something like that, right? So make sure that you only send out friend requests to second degree connections. Then you can obviously do geography. So I'm only going to do United States right here. And let's see here if I'm going to do anything else. I think this is I could do, company headcount right here. I could narrow it down. Maybe I don't want to work with too big companies, but yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it like this. So right now, if you see here, I have over 2,000 results of owners of roofing and solar businesses, right? So I have a huge list here of people that I can reach out to and send friend requests to and start conversations with regarding my business, because we help residential roofing and solar contractors with Facebook ads. So normally what I do is that I'm on a Mac, so I'm just going to hold in Command and then click on Sean Rose, and then just basically open up all of these people in different tabs, essentially, right? So as you can see here on top, I have opened them up, and normally I open up the entire page, and there's normally 20 people on each page, so I would just open up all of them, and then I can go into each and every single one of them, and then I basically just want to look if this is a good lead for me. So this person Sean, he's running a commercial roofing business. So we don't help commercial businesses, so I'm just gonna close him essentially. Here we can see David, he's an executive director, roof coatings applications. We don't help roof coating businesses, so I'm gonna shut him down as well. Here we have Emily, owner and chief executive officers of Green Clean Solar. So this is something that I might be interested in, and then I basically go into her profile and see if I can find the business right here. So I'm going to open up the business page as well on LinkedIn, and then I'm going to visit the website right here. I'm going to check out their website just to make sure that this is a residential business. It looks like it's actually, let's see here, projects, about services. It looks like this is more so of a commercial type of business. It doesn't look like they're selling to homeowners. I would actually not reach out to Emily. Then I'm going to Bill, commercial roofing. And then here, so I wouldn't reach out to him as well. Founder CEO, Remain Roofing. Here we have another one. This one looks like a good fit. So if I open up this LinkedIn page right here and I visit the website, let's see if this is a residential business owner. We go here, it looks like a residential business. That's perfect. Services, installation, repair. We have a home here, so that's great. Okay, so this is definitely a person that I want to reach out to. And so what I would do as well, I would check his activity here. So what you can see here under activity is that you can see that he has some posts. So if I click on this post right here, it's going to open up a new tab. And this is something that Cody posted 2 days ago. And I hope my entire network watches this. We have a YouTube video, company culture, awesome. So I'm definitely going to leave a like on this and I'm going to watch the video and see if I can learn something in this video. Because everything you learn on videos like this is things that you can use when you reach out with that personalized message, right? So yeah, I would watch this video. You cannot hear what they say right now and I can either, but I would listen to what they have to say, maybe take some notes, or maybe I learned something about their company culture right here. Yeah, okay, so that's perfect. So yeah, I would leave a like here and then I would say awesome video, Cody. So I would leave a comment. And best case scenario, I would actually watch the video and actually leave a little bit more a better comment, maybe with a question or something like that, so that Cody maybe even has to respond to my comment, right? That would be best case scenario. Then I'm going to close this and then I am going to message, or no, I'm going to click the 3 dots right here and then I'm going to click on connect. So I'm going to say, hi Cody, hope you're doing great. Just saw the video you shared on LinkedIn regarding your company culture. Awesome video. I also see that you're in the roofing niche as well. Hope to connect with you here on LinkedIn. And this is just off the cuff, right? You can have like a template here that you copy paste as well, but something like that, just a personalized outreach message. Then I would click send invitation and that's basically it. And then I would do that for pretty much every single one that I reach out to. Best case scenario, you can also have like a Google Docs or something open so that you can actually save Cody in like a list. I would take his LinkedIn here and then I would also make sure to check more other like social media platforms like maybe Facebook and LinkedIn and see if I can find Cody on Instagram, see if I can find him on Facebook as well. And add him on those platforms as well. So reach out to him cross-platform. And also I would go to their website, right? And I would check here on their website if I can find an email. So here we have the info, Reimagine Roofing. Maybe I can find some more about them here. So I have to go to About Us. Cody, we have Cody here. Maybe I would use like an email tool like hunter.io and see if I could find his email, right? So I would copy paste their website, go in here, find the email address. I haven't paid for Hunter because we don't use it right now, but it found one email, the info. And those tools nowadays, they're getting not as good as they used to be. I think because people are hiding their emails more and more, but I still want to show that this is an option that you can check. So since I don't pay for it, I cannot see the entire one, but I can, it begins with I and ends with O. So I know that it's an info email, right? And also sometimes when you connect people and actually get them as a connection, you can find their email on their LinkedIn page when you're a first degree connection essentially. But yeah, that's basically it. I would save his LinkedIn page, his Facebook, Instagram page, their website, keep that in there, and then, you know, send a personalized outreach message to him and then follow up with him. Again, go for quality, not quantity. Find really good leads and reach out to them and stay consistent with it. And yeah, then I would basically just continue like this and do it over and over again. So that's basically it, how I would use LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Something I can mention here as well is that inside of here you get a so here you can see that I have some old outreach that I did October 11th. Hi Daniel, we generate leads and deals for roofers. This month only we offering a 14-day free trial and ROI guarantee. Test our service and get exclusive leads for free before committing to anything. 100% risk-free with no agreements or contracts. Right now we have 4 out of 25 free trial spots left, which should fill up very soon. Reply with a yes if you're interested. So this is a promotion that we did organically to reach out to people with messages like that. But best case scenario here, I would actually make it even more personalized and have a Loom video as well. Now we just blasted this to our first degree connections for our software, but if you reach out to new secondary degree connections, you should definitely do it more personalized. But my point here is that in Sales Navigator, you're gonna get a separate inbox right here that is separate from your normal LinkedIn inbox. So all of the messages that you send back and forth on the normal LinkedIn you're going to have here, but all of the conversations that you start within the Sales Navigator, you're gonna have a separate inbox for that. So that definitely, it helps a lot actually. So that's basically how you do LinkedIn outreach. And so let's do the summary now. So one niche at a time. So if you chase 2 rabbits, you will catch neither. You won't catch either one, right? So this is the whole point with an SMA, a super niche marketing agency, that if you're a complete beginner and starting from scratch, make sure that you decide upon one niche first. Don't try to help everybody with everything. Go for one niche with one service and stay consistent with that. Because you have more than enough leads if you do LinkedIn Sales Navigator within one niche. And your messaging is going to be so much better if you do one niche as well. So yeah, don't help everybody with everything. Start an SMMA, a super niche marketing agency, and help one niche at a time, essentially, right? You can, and give it some time, give it at least 4 to 6 months and try that. Don't niche jump over and over and over again. Organic versus paid. So get your first 3 to 5 clients using organic outreach, get a proof of concept, then scale with that. So before you start to spend money on ads, if you're starting from scratch, you want to get some cash flow immediately, right? So that's why, start an SMA, have one niche, one service, start to do organic outreach. I can highly recommend LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I like that more than email outreach, to be completely honest with you, because when you do organic email outreach, you have to source the emails from there and do a bunch of stuff, and you also have to fix, warm up the inbox and make sure that the messages don't go to spam and so forth. But if you pay for LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you have all of the leads there. You can send connections immediately and start conversations with people. And if you do great work, meaning that you do personalized outreach messages with videos using Loom, let's say, you're going to get your messaging in front of actual business owner within your niche, and you can see if they read the message, etc., etc. So get your first 3 to 5 clients using LinkedIn, for example. Then, deliver your services, get some results. Maybe you can even get a video testimonial from one of your clients. Then you have some cash flow coming in every single month. So, and you should charge at least $2,000 per month. If you're a specialist running an SMMA, you should charge at least $2,000 per month. Best case scenario, over time, you can charge $3,500 per month per area from your clients as well. Maybe even more, $4,000 per month per area from your clients. And if your client has multiple areas, you can double that or triple that from one client. So if you have 5 clients paying you $2,000, that's $10,000 per month. Now you can take $2,000 or $3,000 out of that money and reinvest into ads, and then you can scale. So, really dig into organic advertising, because you never know when you find that dream client. Because the thing with organic advertising, you might be reaching out to people for 20, 25, 30 days. You don't get one response. Then you get that one response and you get a dream client that you keep for years. And I'm saying that because that's exactly what happened to me. I found my absolute best client that we have to this day, a top 100 roofing contractor in the entire nation. I got that from doing a Google search, sending an email to the owner. We jumped on a call and he signed up with me. So don't give up. Just go for it. And then don't sell yourself cheap. Again, charge at least $2,000 per month per client per area. And then daily discipline. Make this a daily discipline and don't give up. Don't complain, do the boring work, don't give up and win, because most people don't want to do this. They are super excited for 1 day or maybe 2 days and then they give up. So if you have the daily discipline of doing an outreach like this every single day, maybe you're sending, 50 connection requests on LinkedIn every single day, and then you're following up with all of the new connections that you get every single day, maybe 5, 10 or 15 new connections that you get every single day. Send personalized messages, reach out to them cross-platform, use Loom, use really personalized messages, and make sure that you work on your own messaging. I help this specific industry with this specific problem, right? And yeah, so that's basically it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure that you leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below as well. If you have any questions or if you have any video ideas, they're greatly appreciated. We're posting a video every single day right now on this channel, so make sure that you subscribe. I'm going to take this channel big, I know it, so why not just following along on the journey? And yeah, that's basically it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, leave a like, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.